Now, first of all, I do want to let y'all know that for the next couple of episodes forward, and eventually, and I get it, but I'm not stopping for sure. No woman is meant to be alone at all. Period. I'm not gonna come on her and try to cap or anything like that, saying that all men think this way.
Well, I have a question and a statement for you. First of all, sir, um, I forgot the statement, but my question is so you've never loved two women before at the same time?
No, not my whole entire life. No, I never cheated a day before my life.
I ain't asking about cheating. I'm just saying, just in the dating phase.
Man, he,
Okay,
he,
I
he,
remember my
he,
statement
he,
now.
he's online. He got to say that. I
I
don't believe that.
remember my statement now. I'm gonna let him come. Let me let Leo. I think I remember my statement. What was it? I forgot again. Damn it. Go ahead.
Sometimes the stuff that comes out of your head, it's not beneficial at all. You do realize that this whole scenario that you're mentioning about, you do realize that it is just about impossible. It's more like a unicorn fairy tale. Like say for example,
It's not
where
impossible.
my no like where my one daughter's telling me a fairy tale story that
Right.
it sounds great. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it just doesn't exist. Many modern day women, they'll literally throw out their accolades and stuff as well. They'll throw out their accolades, say, well, I have this, I have that. What do you have? I done went to school. I done got a bachelor's degree. I done got a master's degree. I done got all these different things. What do you have? Oh, that's a 9 to 5 job? Child. I have to be like real strategic with my networking now. And I have to like really just sit down and just really just vet people.
And just for a record, this is what we would call baby mama drama.
Absolutely.
It's not just exclusive to one race or one particular group.
As y'all could clearly see, as y'all can clearly see.
Urban, tell me what was the win. Tell me in your, because a win in these verses is different for everybody's win. What is your thing that you think that they got the win for?
Terrence Howard.
Get out of
So,
here.
bye. I'm up
Literally
in
that
this
whole
line.
motherfucker.
They shut it down with that. To be cycled through the system. They're not gonna have no type of guidance, no type of support. Then also in the worst case scenarios that they end up developing mental behaviors or mental disorders, which make the situation worse, and which in turn they end up becoming adults, and hence this is where we get people who are sociopaths, psychopaths, um, chronic narcissists, and all these different other behaviors as well. Y'all know the topic. The topic is talking about women being master manipulators, which this is true. Women are master manipulators. And you keep saying that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change that. But yet and still, you have not did it yet. Why? Why? What's the holdup? What is the holdup? Today, on this Monday, on this Motivational Monday, it's time for Urban to give you some tough love. It's time for Urban to tell you to stop procrastinating. They literally create fake news because they know that negative behavior sells. It's all part of psychology. They know that through the psychology of it all, they know that you as the viewer, you're gonna the first thing that's gonna come into your mind right now is that, hold up, why are they beefing? And what you're gonna do, you're gonna immediately gonna start investigating. You're gonna tune in and find out what is the beef about. It's all part of psychology. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I am the official urban therapist. I appreciate you tuning in for this Wednesday edition of the show. Okay. Um. Now I know y'all thinking like normally on Urban normally he does do like his main shows on Mondays. So what's the deal, Urban? Why you going on Wednesdays now? Well, um, first of all, I had made a personal New Year's resolution goal for myself, all right? For us my YouTube content. The goal that I made for my YouTube content is that I want to make sure that I'm putting out content every single day. That's my goal. While I'm at least putting out at least just one video every single day. That's part of my New Year's resolution goal as a one content creator. So um, that's what I'm working on, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm putting out a video. It doesn't matter. It don't matter if it's a live like I'm doing right now, or if I'm doing premiere videos. As long as it's at least one video a day. That's my goal. The reason why I made this goal is that I want to trigger the YouTube algorithm. So whenever I go live, it'll immediately people will immediately start getting the notifications and stuff on there that I'm actually live and doing something. That way, people will be immediately on tuned in right then and there. It'll pick it up, and people will be tuned in right then and there. So my content could get pushed. So that is my goal to do a show every single day, to push a video every single day, whether it's a live video that I'm pushing every single day, or if I'm doing premiere videos, or I'm uploading, doing something every single day. So that's my personal goal that I'm doing right now. Hence, this is the reason why I'm doing the live today on a Wednesday. Now, with this show, the title is Urban's Real Story from the Internet. Urban's Real Story from the Internet. So, what I'm gonna do with this show, I'm gonna want to do this show every Wednesday, where I start showing different stories that I see from the internet, meaning from any social media internet, whether it's through Google, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's through it could be through YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, anything like that. And I want to share at least 3 real stories with y'all. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm sure these 3 stories that I don't want to pull it off the internet. I'm sure with y'all, and I'm gonna give my perspective about it. One other thing too is that I don't know if y'all are aware of this, is that well, when I started off my career as a content creator, and I started off on YouTube. No, sorry, not YouTube, but I started off on Facebook. And so what I used to do on Facebook, I used to I always upload reaction videos, right? And these are reaction videos. If you go to my YouTube channel right now, you'll see all the reaction videos that I uploaded. But I started off on Facebook doing reaction videos. So I either see some type of one video on Facebook and I'll just react to it. Or it got to a point where people would start either emailing me, or they'll message me different videos that they want me to review on Facebook. So I started doing it, just doing the review on it. So I'm bringing back that same concept right now on this show, but I'm calling it Urban's Real Story from the Internet. So instead of me just uploading it, I'm giving you a real live interaction with the video right then and there. And so this is going to be the whole concept of this on Wednesday show. I'm going to be doing this every Wednesday, doing these reaction videos, all right? Bring that concept back. So without further ado, hope y'all ready, because I got 3 videos that is very interesting that I want to share with y'all today, all right? Got 3 videos that I want to share with y'all, all right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to the first video, all right? Let me go ahead and get it queued up, and we're going to jump to this first interesting video. And I'll tell you, it's interesting, all right? And also, while I'm putting it up, let me give you a backstory of this video while I'm putting it up too, okay? All right. Imagine, now, let me put it to you this way. Remember I've been talking to y'all a lot lately about how manipulative women are? In other words, saying that women are mass manipulators. Remember I've been talking to y'all about that? I've been sharing with y'all about that. Imagine a woman, right, who's a master manipulator and use her manipulative ways in order to get something. All right? Imagine she used her manipulative ways and she use it to try to get something, or she trying to manipulate to have a certain action or reaction. Now, this is what's going to happen on this video that I'm getting ready to show you right now. This woman being a master manipulator. And I'm telling you, she is being a master manipulator on this video. So let me get this video. I'm going to cure it up for y'all. I'm going to let y'all be the judge of it, but I already got my perspective about it. But we're going to cure it up, all right?
To get to the bottom of this and resolve the issue for you and your family, I want you to be the happiest you can. So you hear, you say you're going to see what I'm going to do.
Yes.
I'm leaving to go do that because I want your family to be happy.
Okay,
for
then
your
you don't
stay
have
here.
to act that strange with me when I'm asking you to leave this till you resolve it.
And I'm saying again, I'm not acting strange with you. Once you said this wasn't yours.
Hey, what's up, money boy?
I know, but I just
want
wanted you to leave it here till you resolve it, right? And then take the garbage.
So then I work for you is what I'm
No,
saying. I work for the hotel. You said this
I
is
know
garbage
you.
and it's not yours.
I know, but there's a
I'm
lot
going
of
to throw
garbage
it
here,
out.
sir. If you take all the garbage, I'm going to be okay with it. But if you're taking the can that was left in the room and the room was not cleaned properly, I want you to leave this can here and take it when you resolve the issue.
This is a resolved issue, right? You said this was garbage and I'm taking out a resolved issue
So
right now.
this is a resolved issue? This is how you resolve
No,
issues?
this is
Like
what
you
I'm
leave
going
the
to start
garbage
to
here.
resolve.
You leave the garbage here when I check into the room.
What garbage?
This garbage.
Okay, I'm taking the garbage out.
Yes, no, you don't take the garbage out just like that. You should have kept the room clean. My logic is that if this was left in my room, I don't know if the sheets are clean, I don't know if the towels were clean, or they just look spotless and they were not cleaned.
And I'm going to resolve that issue for you.
So why don't you just leave this here, resolve
See,
it?
listen, I'm gonna leave the can here,
Okay.
for one. For two, if you tell me that you need me to resolve something and I'm trying to, now you're stopping me from resolving the issue that
I don't think you need to take the can to resolve the issue.
it's a start. This is a start. You said this was garbage and it wasn't yours, so I'm
Okay, let me give you some real quick context of what's going on, right? Okay, so this lady and her family, they had checked into a hotel, right? You'll find out later on that the hotel is a Holiday Inn. And this is the Holiday Inn at Niagara Falls, okay? So they had checked into the hotel almost like probably about 8 or 11 hours ago, right? So they had a whole entire time to talk about, any type of discrepancy that was going on with the room, right? But however, due to them, checking in however long ago it was, they checked into the hotel and they was calling the hotel front desk saying that they had a certain discrepancy about their room, which in this particular case, there was a can that was left in the room. So this gentleman right here, he shows up almost 11 hours later, pretty much the next shift, right? He shows up the next shift. They told him to go up to the room to find out what's going on with this lady. So this whole conversation, this whole dialogue is started at about this can and how this guy who's the employee here is trying to do everything possible to accommodate this lady and her family. And so this is where this dialogue is going to, all right?
removing it from the room because you say it's not nobody in your family.
And this is you
And I'm
resolving the
going-
issue?
No, it's the start. And I'm going to come back as a worker here and finish on the resolving the issue that's going to make your family happy.
Let's pay
I'm not
attention
here-
how
I'm not
manipulative she
arguing
is
today. I'm here to make
and
you
how
guys happy.
unreasonable she is.
I'm here to resolve all the issues. You say your carpet was dirty.
I mean, one.
You say your sheets, you might not be dirty. I'm going to take care of all of that for you and your family. to make the
So
rest of your stay
I
here.
have to make 4 phone calls and come down twice to the front desk in order to get an issue resolved of this garbage being there, and all you do to resolve the issue is pick up the garbage and just leave.
Well,
So that, I mean, if I want to really report about this, I really cannot.
Well, you can, because I'm here. I'm not going to lie about you.
Well,
You
you're
have
here
a
because I
can,
called
I only, excuse
the
me.
5th time.
Excuse me, and I'll say it again. I came to work at 3 o'clock. I was not here this morning.
I'm talking
I
about the
am-
hotel. You
I
work
am-
for the hotel,
I am-
right? I'm talking
right.
about the hotel.
This morning, I was not at work. I'm here now, trying to resolve issue. I can't resolve a morning issue if I wasn't here this morning. I'm trying to make your family.
So basically, when somebody checks into your hotel, if they have an issue in the morning, they have to wait till
No.
people check in, like at work.
No, they do not. That's why I apologize for whatever didn't happen this morning, but I will take care of it now.
Okay.
That's what I did. Because I'm not here in the morning. I'm sorry again that I wasn't here this morning to make these things better than what they are. The issue, it took too long to get resolved, and I'm going to resolve. That's from the beds
Okay, I'd like
to the
to-
carpet to everything for your family. I am not here to be rude. I am not here to argue. I'm
Sir,
not here to
trust me,
debate.
trust
I'm
me,
here to make
you've been
your
very
family.
rude.
Oh, well, I'm being the best I
The
can when you're yelling.
the way you
How's he being rude so far? So far, he being extremely pleasant with her. She's the one who's being combative. She's the one who's being argumentative. She's the one who's being unreasonable, unless I'm seeing something wrong here. But he ever did nothing to her to warrant that he's being rude to her, other than not agreeing to what she's saying. He's trying his very best to accommodate her the best way possible, but she's keep pushing this narrative that now, what about the hotel? What about this? Okay, hotels make mistakes. However, at the same time, hotels do their very best to accommodate the mistakes that they made, to try to rectify it or try to fix it. Hence the reason why he is there right now. But when you deal with people like her, who's very unreasonable, who's trying to be combative and argumentative, trying to find every little situation and not trying to have it rectified, then it's hard dealing with people like that.
No, I have all the right to yell.
And
One,
I have-
I'm your customer, who's always right.
Right.
2,
Rush, what's up with it, bro?
You did something that is making me yell, right? 3,
I
the
took
way
a
you're
can out that
acting,
you said wasn't
sir,
yours.
it was not mine. But you should have taken this can out before I checked in, not after I complained about it.
Okay, again, and I'm glad you said it. I can't take a can out if I'm not at work. Do you understand that?
I know, but I mean, I am not supposed to
I'm saying-
know who's at work and who's not at work because this is not my hotel.
Well-
I don't work here.
My
Right.
shift is from 3 to 11, and you told me I should have taken this out before.
So if you check
I'm
into
s- I'm
if
telling
you check into Holiday Inn in Niagara
I
Falls,
wasn't
you have to
here.
wait till 3 to get an issue resolved.
No, you're waiting because I'm here now to do it. I don't know what happened in the morning, and I'm sorry again for that. But you're saying it should have been taken out. It should have, but it wasn't.
But
I'm
nobody
taking
did.
it out. I'm taking it out now.
Exactly. So
I'm
please
coming
find
back
that.
now.
So that's what I'm saying. Now you're taking it out. You might as well just take it out when you resolve the issue, like when you come to pick up or clean up or get the issue resolved. That's
Okay, hold up. All right. Once again, y'all see how unreasonable she's been? She's been combative. She's been argumentative. Now, check this out. The whole initial concern was about the can that he's holding right now. He had grabbed the can and he was telling her that, hey, I'm resolving this issue by getting rid of this can, but I'm going to come back with the materials needed to service your room. Now check out what she's going to say about this can. He already took the can out the room. Now listen real closely what she's going to say about this can. And I kid y'all, it's crazy.
when you pick it up.
Okay, and again, I understand what you're saying, but I don't work for you. I work the way I work. So you telling me I have to do it your way, or should I do it my way as a me already working here and know what I have to do to please a family? That's all I'm asking you. If you want me to leave the can, I will leave the can. But being that you told me about the can, I picked the can up and I was going to take it out because it's garbage and come back and finish
But sir,
everything I needed.
if it was garbage, there's a lot of garbage as well. So maybe you might as well just pick up old garbage and take it. I'm okay with that.
That's understandable.
If you're just taking the garbage, because that's the thing that was left here, which does not belong to me, and probably belong to your staff or the people who stayed here before, and your staff did not bother cleaning the room properly. I don't know. By the way, with that, if you open up the drawers, if you look inside the closets, they're all dusty. They've got dust on them.
They're very dusty.
Okay, and again, and I say to you, I apologize for that. But when you checked in, that was the best thing for you and your family to do, is to be right on that, so that issue can be changed.
Actually, we should have, right after the 9 hours drive that we took from New Jersey, we should have like really checked into everything before we slept, because like we were so tired. But you know, we should have. I'm sorry it took us morning.
That's understandable. But to the hotel, if you accept that, then it was accepted. You
Yeah,
see
but
what
you
I'm
know, there are a
saying?
few things like you check up in the morning, you don't open up closets, you just take out your nightdress out of your suitcase and you just wear it and go off to
Right,
sleep,
and that's understandable.
right?
That's
And probably you're
understandable.
so tired that you basically, your kids don't even eat properly, they just go to bed.
And I'm sorry.
So
for
I'm
that.
really sorry that we did not check through everything at like
Oh, that
9
don't have nothing to do with
in the
him though.
in the night, and you know,
And
That's
I'm
on y'all.
Sorry that if it was dusty to you guys when you woke up.
it's not dusty to me, it will be dusty
everything
to
else?
you too if you open that up.
Right. And and like I said, the guests are always right. And our job is to fix any problems there is that the guests do not like. That's
Okay.
what I came up here for. I didn't know that the can was going to be an issue about me taking it if it was garbage and you said it was garbage.
Well, you just started walking away, you did not even turn around until I called you out like 3 times.
I didn't know I had to.
You
when I
had
already
to.
told-
You had to, because right now you're serving us and we're the guests of the hotel. You had to.
I didn't know I had to after
Yes, you
already.
did have to, sir. You did have to.
I cannot
You did
talk
have to.
if-
You're
if you
talking in the
talk.
hotel management. You do have to. Yeah.
I already, when I left your
Jessica, first of all, appreciate you tuning in. Second of all, that is a very, very good point that you made, and I'm gonna address that too as well. I'm gonna address that point that you made. Very interesting, very interesting, very interesting that you was catching on to that. Yep, I agree.
room, I told you I'll be back to resolve every issue. I didn't know because you yelled down the hall and say, hey, hey, hey.
No, I told you here. The first hey was here when I said, please leave the can behind. You started walking, and you said, oh, I'm resolving the issue, and you just started walking away. All I
That's
told you
my
was
job
leave
to
the
resolve
can.
the issue.
I said resolve the issue, leave the can, and take it when you are done resolving. That's all I said.
And all I said is I didn't know that I had to because I don't work for you.
No, you don't. Well, technically, right now, you're working for everybody who's staying in this hotel.
That's what I left for. To go do my
No,
job.
he don't
Stop
work
me
for you.
again.
He work for the
I can't.
hotel
That
woman.
makes no sense. If I'm going
Well,
to
it does make sense from my side, maybe not from
Yes,
your
you
side.
can.
No, you can put it right here because I'm not touching it.
Here we go again. Now I gotta put it where you want me to put it.
But that's okay. I mean, if you want to take
Sorry.
it, you can take it.
If your family is mad and everything else, but now you're making me seem or belittle me by telling me where you want me to put a can at if you ask for this can back. I work here, but the way you treating me now
I'm not
is
treating
wrong.
you.
All right, once again, y'all. Once again, he showed up there because her initial complaint was about the can. It wasn't about the room. It wasn't about how dusty the room is. It wasn't about how long it took for her to drive from Jersey to Niagara Falls, which technically that is a really long drive. Jersey to Niagara Falls is a long drive, granted. But that wasn't her initial complaint. Her overall initial complaint was about this alleged can that was in her room. So she had called the front desk over and over again, complaining about that, but nobody never show up. So this gentleman finally clocks in, and they tell them, oh, by the way, we have a customer complaint. Could you go up there and check it out and see what's going on? Sure. He go up there. The customer's complaining about this can. He removes the can, right? Take the can out the room and tell her, like, okay, I'm going to take this can out, but I'm going to go back and get the rest of my material, which is cleaning materials, so he could go ahead and service the room. At first, she tell him to remove the can. He removed it. Now she's telling him to put the can back in the room so he could go back and report to the management, wherever she want him to do. So that's why he's saying to her that, look, man, now not only you complaining and stuff, right? Now, normally you being unreasonable. Now you sit up here trying to belittle me by telling me that, by trying to demand me that I need to put this can back in here and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this whole argument is coming from. And once again, just I'm gonna address your comment too.
In any
You
which
see,
way,
I
you're
don't-
being very rude to me. That's why I'm talking back to
listen,
you like this.
There's nobody ever in this building will ever tell you I'm rude. I ain't never been rude to nobody, and I'm not
So
rude
you're
to
being
you.
very rude to me. Trust me, you're being very rude
When
to
you
me.
run your tape back that you're taping me,
Yes.
you'll see that I still talk calm. I never yelled at you.
Well, you
Miss
are
K, how
calm
you
now
doing?
when
Welcome,
you have
welcome.
started being taken in the video, but before when you were talking to me, you were not all this
I
calm,
was
sir.
talking to porn. I was being
You
talked
even
to.
told me that there are people who plan things because they want the hotel to do this, the hotel to do that. You're telling me this?
No, I'm telling you that there's things that people do.
Well, sir, right
That's-
now things have
that's not-
happened with me, and if you're talking to me about any people doing things, then that means you're addressing me.
All right, so let me stop it right here too, and so I could address what he's talking about that. All right, first of all, Urban, I used to be a part of the hospitality industry, right? I worked with 4 to 5 star hotels and stuff within my 5 years tenure, right? So when he made the initial statement saying that sometimes people will plant things in the room or sometimes people will purposely try to set things up, I, throughout my own experience working in the hospitality industry, I have witnessed people doing that for real, where they'll literally will set up her create a complaint. Just like what Jessica was saying, now I'm addressing Jessica's comment. Just like what Jessica was saying, they will literally create a complaint just so they could get cashed out or just so they could get accommodated to where they could get their stay for free. I dealt with that throughout my 5-year tenure career of being in hospitality, and people literally do that for real. They literally do that. Many people get away with it too from this situation where they talking about the can, where somebody, they'll walk to a room and it'll be their own can. Then moments later, they report into the front desk and the management saying that their room haven't been serviced and correct this whole complaint. Correct this whole entire complaint talking about their room never been serviced, this happened, that happened, whatever. I've seen people where normally they'll go to the street with this can, but they'll literally open up their drink or whatever, and they'll pour it all on the sheets and everything, stuff saying that the room would never be in service. They'll literally sabotage the room, saying that the room has never been serviced. All right. So what hotels start doing, especially 4 to 5 star hotels, what they start doing, they keep a inventory log, or every housekeeper agent that comes into their room and service their room. Then on top of that, they done got events now where they'll literally take a photo after when the room been serviced. They'll literally take a photo as proof of evidence that they have serviced their room, because so many people was getting away with sabotaging the room just so they could get a free stay or get a free night stay or try to get accommodated with something. All right. So what he's saying is that's a whole lot of validity in that, because I personally have experienced that working in the hospitality industry. I've experienced it a whole lot of times. The most extreme thing that I had experienced, right? And y'all may laugh about this, but I kid y'all not. But the most extreme thing that I had experienced is that I had a guest, right, come into the room, and they had they had a petri dish, right, and the petri dish contained bed bugs. So they took the petri dish and spreaded bed bugs on the linen and stuff like that. Then went back and report the room, talking about that the room had bed bugs in there. I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. And yeah, she's having a petty moment. She's having a petty moment, Kay. Exactly. An agent of chaos. Exactly. Exactly. I agree. I agree. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Miss Sharonda, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's. I don't think he's a manager neither. I think he was just one-to-one workers that they just so happen to go up there to see what the discrepancy about. Now, also keep in mind too, Jessica. Keep in mind too that they're staying at the Holiday Inn at Niagara Falls. Now, there's certain factors that you got to pay attention to. First of all, if you ever been to Niagara Falls before, the hospitality industry in Niagara Falls is extremely busy because they have tourism come from not only from the United States, but they have tourism come from across for Canada as well. So they have tourism coming from both sides of the country. So the hospitality up there at Niagara Falls stays extremely busy. So second of all, the Holiday Inn is not a 5-star hotel. The Holiday Inn is ranked as a 2.5, 3-star at the most hotel. So if they're looking for like some superior service, you know what I'm saying, like superior servicing and stuff, where they get the full perks of service, they went to the wrong hotel because even by me as being urban bougie I am, there been times where I stayed at the Holiday Inn, and that's the type of service that you're going to get at the Holiday Inn. Is that sometimes it'll take them about 3-4 hours. It probably take them the very next day just so they could get some linen up to you because they're a 3 or 4-star hotel, meaning that they don't have a huge staff like a 4 to 5-star hotel. Their staff is limited. So since their staff is limited, they can only do so much to accommodate the guests there. So if you stay at a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star hotel, you're going to get a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star hotel service. It is what it is. So the whole complaint about that, you know what I'm saying, is disingenuous with her. The whole complaint about this is disingenuous. And just like I say, up there in Niagara Falls, it stayed busy up there for the hospitality industry because that town is a major tourism for the falls. And so it's a major tourism for the falls on the United States side and also on the Canadian border, on the Canadian side as well. So it stayed busy up there. So everything that she was talking about was disingenuous and it was unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? And she kept making it unreasonable for a 3-star hotel. Ain't that ridiculous? Ain't that ridiculous? But let's continue on.
I told you I didn't address you. You can't take it as me addressing you. I told you, no, not your family. I'm speaking in general. If you take it that way, then that's on you. But if I tell you I'm not talking about your family, you can't take it that way.
Well, then why would you even bring that thing up? Because I am not like
The
that.
same,
I mean,
the same way you brought up
do.
There's a can in your room. You stayed overnight. It's a can in your room. How do we know that the can is not yours? We don't. But I'm here
why
to
would
serve
I call
you.
to complain about a can?
'Cause it
I mean,
happens.
did I complain about the dusty room? No, because I just thought maybe that's the way you guys are. We just thought we were staying here for 2 days. Let's just stay and leave. That's the reason we did not even put our clothes in the closet.
All I said was you are always right.
Another thing too, y'all. Another thing too, and I'll put y'all on game. Here's another thing that we learned that I learned in the hospitality industry too. We can we can tell what type of guests that we're dealing with based on behavior patterns, okay? Now, the average person who check into a hotel once when you get into your room, what is going to be the very first thing that you're going to do when you check into your room? That's based on normal behavior. The very first thing you're going to do when you check into your room is to make sure that your luggage and your clothing and linen is put up and hung up. The only exception to that rule is when we deal with guests who are business people. Most guests who are business people, their behavior pattern is this, is that they necessarily don't put up their clothes right then and there because they have to immediately go to the conferences and meetings. So like say for example, they the average hotel check-in policy is 3 o'clock. That's the average hotel policy, regardless of what rating they are. The average hotel policy check-in is at 3 p.m. So that business person probably have a meeting to go to. They check in and they have a meeting to go to within 30 minutes. So what they do, their behavior pattern is this. They'll go and they'll open up their luggage, right? They'll open it up and they'll lay out their clothes. They'll lay out the clothes that they're going to wear to their one conference, and they'll lay out another clothes that they're going to change it to once when they get out of their conference. That's the behavior pattern that business people do all the time. I kid y'all not. Then for us regular guests, the regular guest behavior pattern is that when they check into the room, the first thing they do, they look for a luggage rack and they place their luggage on their luggage rack and they'll unzip the luggage rack and open it up. Now, after when they do that, most cases, the very next behavior that they do is that they're looking for some type of food to go eat. So they'll leave it open. And then some of them, they will even attempt to take out some of their clothes, but not all of it. Those clothes that they need to quickly change, and they'll throw their clothes around the floor. They need to quickly change or whatever stuff, right? Just so they could go and get something, leave out the room to go get something to eat. That's the normal behavior pattern of the average guest. Now, when we go into the room and go to, either inspect the room or, we go into the room to service it or whatever reason we enter into the room and we see that the guests have not unloaded their luggage, immediately we think that guest is up to something. Immediately we think that guest is trying to get a free night stay for whatever crazy reason. But I'm putting y'all on game.
To resolve your issue. I left to resolve the issue and you call me back over a can. I offered the can back and you tell me where I need to place it. That's like kind of belittling me, like I need to do exactly what you say when you say do it.
I'm not saying you need to do exactly what
so
you
I offered you the can that you asked for back.
Here.
You telling me where I need to put it at.
All right, so
all I'm trying to do is make your family
that's
happy.
just because I don't want to touch that can.
That's the only thing. Nobody's trying to belittle you.
No,
She's
exactly.
just trying to tell you.
What she said to me.
No. That thing
when
you picked it up.
You're
I didn't
taking
ask
it
you to pick
personally.
it up.
There's nothing personal
Exactly.
about it.
The can was
It's
lying
about
there
the
on the
hotel.
floor.
You're
You
taking
picked
it
it up.
personally
I did not
again.
ask you to pick it up, right? I did not ask you to pick
No, I
it up.
wasn't
You
gonna do
picked
that.
up the can. So when you had it in your hand, all I said was, please place it back there. I did not want to touch it. That's
So
the
don't
end
take
of it.
anything personally.
You
It's
said what
nothing
you need
about
to
you.
do is place the can right there. That's how you said it to me.
No,
That's
that's
what you
I
because
said,
said.
can
she
you
did not
please
want to
place
touch
it
the
right there?
can.
Because I did not want to
She
touch
did not
the
want
can.
to touch the can.
I mean, I even told my kids not to touch the can. It was lying there.
I am here to resolve issues and make your family happy. That's all I try to do when I came here to this room.
Okay.
I've never once been rude to you. I never yelled.
Sir,
I never used swear words.
Sir, I'm not saying that you use
whatsoever.
swear words, but yes, you
Never.
have been pretty rude in talking to me. All I'm trying to tell you is that please resolve
Man.
the issue and you can take the can back. I don't need that can.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask you and your family if you will mind to leave the room for 20 to 30 minutes and we clean both of your rooms from back to front.
We just came back from
You
outside.
asked me to resolve an issue. I'm here to resolve the issue. I'm asking you politely if your family would like to leave the room and we'll clean your room out completely to satisfy whatever it is your problem is.
When you started, I told you in the beginning, I have my mother-in-law with me. She's 70 years old. She's tired. We've been out for almost 9 hours, right?
Yes.
Your hotel had 11 hours to resolve the issue, which they did not, right? Because they knew it since 6:30 in the morning that the can's been here. There was nothing that was given to me until 8:45 or 9 o'clock when we were leaving and we were told to
Okay, once again, y'all, he's starting the 3 o'clock shift, so it's probably after 3 o'clock now. All right, pay attention to how disingenuous she's being right now, and how unreasonable and how combative she's being right now. Pay attention to that. He's trying every way possible to resolve the problem by trying to accommodate them the best way possible. All right. Now he's asking them like, okay, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to go ahead and fully commit to servicing your room. We're going to hold off servicing all the rest of you guests, but we're going to accommodate your room. So we are asking you, is it possible for you to go ahead and leave your room at least for about a couple of hours? Go get something to eat. Do something. Go get something to eat while we fully and absolutely give you 100% service to your room. Guess what she said? Heck no. And her reason, talking about, well, I got a 70-year-old mom. She's tired, stuff like that. So she's tired your mom is tired at 4 o'clock p.m. and all this happened over 11 hours ago. So you mean to tell me that none of y'all didn't get no rest 11 hours ago? Is that what you're telling me? That none of y'all didn't get rest 11 hours ago? So y'all stood there the whole entire time, being tired, being restless and stuff like that, just so you could finally get a worker up here so you could complain. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. But it gets better.
The room, which I said is not possible because we were leaving.
Correct.
Now my mother-in-law is resting. You don't want me to wake her up, get her out. She's 70. I
Wake her
wouldn't
up.
do that to her.
Get out that room.
Right? I cannot. It's hard.
That's understandable. So what I'm saying to you is, if you saying your sheets, if you're saying your carpet, and you're saying there's garbage, there's no other way to get these things done if you don't allow us to do those things. This is the thing that we're here at the hotel is to do for you.
You can do it. You can do it maybe in 2 hours time or something like that. Right now she's resting. I'm not going to wake her up. I cannot.
Well, is that the solution that you asked for? Did you
No,
guys-
I did not. This
Uh-oh.
is what they're offering.
You guys come in and clean my sheet, or replace my sheet. Did you ask?
No, I did not ask for that.
Uh-oh.
We asked you guys to do. All we said was we complained.
Listen, you know,
Hey.
Right? Yeah, I was there.
what solution is it to
Okay, y'all. The reason why I'm saying uh-oh is because enter in the beta male husband. This is her beta male husband, all right? This is her beta male husband that entered into the scene now, all right? So he come in being Captain Save of disingenuous, unreasonable wife, right? And so immediately the worker turned to him like, okay, so who are you? You're her husband? Yeah, I'm her husband. So now she got her husband being disingenuous also, got her husband being a beta male. Instead of listening to everything that this worker is saying, listen to the things that he's trying to offer to try to accommodate them the best way possible. But here he go. Here you go. Kay said she was already had lost her job. You had clapped that right in there, huh? Kay, to be honest with you, when I was working in the hospitality industry, there been a lot of times where I'm about to get ready to lose my job because sometimes there are people that literally act like this woman. Sometimes it be people that be worse than this. Way worse than this. And they'll literally want you to cuss them out, and they'll literally go there with you. Like, for real.
if she say her sheets she don't think is clean? You give her clean sheets. What solution is there for she say the carpet is dirty and don't look like it's been vacuumed? You vacuum the carpet. What solution is it if you say the cabinets is dusty? You clean the cabinets off. That is the solution to the things that you say is the wrong with the room.
When she called in the
I
morning,
don't know what
I
other
was
solution
there.
it
No,
can be.
listen to me. When she called in the morning, I was there in front of her. So when
I
she called-
apologize for the morning.
No.
I'm not here this morning.
No, I'm trying to explain to you what happened. When she called, she didn't ask for a solution. She called to complain about stuff that happened.
Wait a what? What? He said when she called her, right? He said, well, she called in the morning She didn't call for no solution. She called to the straight up complaint. So you mean to tell me that you set up here and called the front desk and you didn't have no type of solution? You didn't have nothing. Nothing, period. There wasn't nothing that you wanted to happen. You didn't have nothing. You didn't want nothing to happen. All you want to be is a unreasonable, manipulative woman. Period. That was your whole intent of this whole entire matter, right? Man, make it make sense, y'all. Come on now. Make it make sense. Hey, June, what's up with it? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, that's that beta male stepping in. Captain Save a wife.
Something that must have taken care before we moved in. Right. That was the call of it. She didn't ask for replacement of any kind, any cleaning that to be done. She didn't ask for it. We clearly stated in the morning that we didn't want anybody to come in and do all the cleaning. The whole reason why you guys don't have, right, daily housekeeping is because of Florida. Like the way it's going.
Sure
So
is
they
that,
don't
but
want
we
anybody
have
coming in.
housekeeping.
Well, it doesn't look like it.
That was not done when we moved in.
Right, and I explained to her, we don't know what is done and what is not done if it's not told to them. If it was told at 6:30, I'm gonna check and make sure and see if it was posted or whatever. But when they offer a room change, the room change is to give you a cleaner room because this is what now she said. So when you
Listen to what he said. He said they even offer y'all a room change. They offer to even change the room out for y'all. So the hotel, the Holiday Inn, they offered to change your room out. Didn't want to do that. They offered to accommodate you by coming and cleaning up your room. You didn't want to do that. This dude personally came and decided to come and remove the discrepancy, which the whole argument was about this can in the room, came to remove the can. You didn't even want him to remove the can. You told him to put it back in the room. What more do you want, woman? What more do you want? What more do you want? This hotel, they did everything possible to try to accommodate y'all, other than giving y'all a free stay, which initially that's what Jessica was talking about. At the end of the day, that's what they wanted. And that's the reason why they didn't unpack their luggage, because they wanted to get a free night stay at this Holiday Inn, at this 3-star hotel. That was the whole point of this whole entire situation. They literally orchestrated this whole entire situation just so they could get a free night stay. That's what it was about. Therefore, that's why this beta male husband set up her talking about, yo. When she called, she didn't call to get a solution. She just called to complain. Come on, y'all, make it make sense. That's the only solution that I could see.
The room change is more like you saying you accept whatever this way this room is. And that's how the hotel takes it. Because we wanted to give you the experience of Holiday Inn as coming in and it's clean to your standard and everything else. Being that you decline the room, because when you ask for another room, we go to the other room.
This is the dirtiest Holiday Inn ever that we've been to.
We make sure
It's SOP for any hotel, right? When your guests arrive, you're supposed to make sure everything's clean.
Yeah, they kind of want to talk a little too, Kay.
You have seen.
Yeah, not turn it up some more for you.
Pretty huge. Anybody who does vacuuming, it's hard to edit.
You are absolutely right. Sometimes things occur that is missed. Sometimes things occur that somebody didn't do something right. It can happen.
Can you hear it better, Kay?
We're always here to make up for whatever happened, because it can happen.
Right. The solution for that, in order for that to occur, right, it has to be any other day, right, which is not, right, because of Corona.
Okay, cool.
Have anybody coming and barging and do their thing.
That's why I asked for the family to leave before we clean the room. She declined that as well.
We can't.
Well, then even if once somebody is in and they're cleaning up, I will have to sanitize and put the spray everywhere because of the way it's been cleaned. That's
Everybody
exactly what
does.
we did, and
What
I
are you
told that as
talking
soon as
about?
you came in, right? That I have the
You
sunshine
also-
spray right here.
She also asked me, so what can I do to resolve it? If she don't want the room cleaned to resolve it, I don't know what other resolvement is she talking about. Because she asked me,
Okay, that's
what
another-
can I do to resolve it? So that makes me feel that you want your room clean because it's dirty. That's the way you resolve it. But then you decline and say you can't because your mom, that's understandable. I'm saying to you, after that, what is it that you feel that we can do for you to help you? Our
I
thing
don't know.
is to help the hotel and all the guests at having the best stay they can have here, period. If we're wrong, we're wrong. We try to make up for the mistakes. If there's something that needs to be done, an issue needs to be
Man,
fixed,
you out in
we
mud,
try
bro.
our best to fix it. We're not people that come in and just say, oh, and this and that. No, we're here to fix anything there is to make every family
Well,
that comes
sir,
in here
you offered me
happy.
a solution. I told you how I cannot take that thing because of the reason that I gave you, that I cannot wake up my mother-in-law right now. Maybe in 2 hours, but that's not something I asked for. Maybe tell me what other than that you can do. I will tell you
See,
what.
This is what I mean.
What do you want me to say?
If
I don't go through this every day.
If we offer a change of room,
He
and
says,
you
how do I
decline,
know
if
that
you
if
offer to
this was
clean
not,
it and
the
you
hotel might
decline-
think that there are
You
people who
still
plan
getting
things.
the point. She's already complained twice in the morning,
Not
right?
twice, I
And they
complained
had
3
11
times.
hours to clean up the room. They
So,
could have
right.
done that within 11
Right,
hours.
and I apologize for that.
Yeah.
I'm not the morning. I'm 3 to 11 shift, and I'm here on a 3 to 11 shift to make
So,
whatever the
sir,
morning that
all
you
right,
look
I'll
better.
give you a simple
See,
solution.
there are
Please
other
go
people who could
downstairs.
taken care of. Who could
Sir,
have taken
please
care
go
of that.
downstairs and ask them that there were people here cleaning up in the morning. We want to offer the clean room in the morning, right? Now we cannot have them clean. My kids are in. My mother-in-law is sleeping. I'm not going to wake her up,
That's fine.
right? So please go and find out that you have already messed up 11 hours where you could have cleaned up the room. It did not happen. What other than that you can offer? I will tell you what I said.
That's
Yes,
what I'm asking.
yes, that's exactly.
So ask her when she says this, what is she talking
After you
about?
came back, did you ask for any cleaning to be done?
No,
So where is that coming from?
I don't know. Because I called up to say
Just
what
go
happened.
down to the front desk. You're gonna say-
I called at the
just
front
go
desk and what
down
happened?
20
It's been
minutes
11
ago.
hours. Nobody called. I thought they would call on your phone to
I'm here.
apologize.
Somebody should have showed up here to clean the room. When we were leaving, there
What,
were 2 people
what you
here.
guys saying, you're absolutely correct. They didn't. I'm here now, is what I'm saying.
That's not the point.
It's not.
There should have been someone
I
else who would
understand,
have done
but-
If
it.
there's a
Actually, that is
person
your
who's
point.
dying, he needs assistance right then. You cannot show
Oh
up to
my
11
God. Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? And this this is the reason why. And I'm not trying to pick on, well, let me rephrase this. I'm not trying to say that every woman in the world is manipulative like this woman. You know what? Every woman in the world is manipulative. Every woman in the world is manipulative like this woman. Forget that. Forget that. Every woman in the world is a master manipulator, like I always say. She gonna sit up here and use this extreme excuse, right? She gonna sit up here and say, well, what if something bad was happening? What if what if something bad was happening? Somebody was dying or whatever, and it took y'all 11 hours to respond. Fool, that's when you call 911. You don't call the hotel operator. You call 911. What the hotel gonna do about that? If someone is dying in your room, you call 911. Holiday Inn do not have nothing to do with that extreme scenario that you just said. Good Lord, boy, I tell you. Who-wee. Y'all sisters are something else. I'm telling y'all. What if someone's dying? and we called the hotel operator. Yeah, she's serious, bro. She dead serious. What somebody dying? We called the hotel operator. We called room service. They came 11 hours later. I guess that person dead now because you waited on you. Oh man, boy, I tell y'all.
and say, well, I'm here now. You can just act up that, it's happening all over again. I'm going to save you. It doesn't work like that. So, sir, please
You're
find out what other solutions there are.
She's absolutely right. But if I'm not the person,
No,
that
she
wants
ain't
it,
right.
I am not
can't make up
telling
for
you.
that.
Just like
But
you
I'm
were
the
not
person
Stand
telling
your
that-
me.
ground,
It's
man.
about the
She ain't
management.
right.
It's not about you.
It's not
It's
about you,
the
it's about the
management.
I'm the
management.
one getting it. I'm the
But
one
that's
getting it.
your work
That's
shift is
your
different.
problem.
We're not bothered about your work shift
We're
at
not bothered
all.
about
What
you.
we're saying is, we were given a window, right? We did give a window where the solution could be put in place. That didn't happen. That's what she said. But she's not telling you against anything. about
There's
you.
nothing against you, it's against the hotel.
That's
Conveying a message to the
understandable.
management. That's
It's
all
just
she's
like
saying.
when you were telling me about how people put things. He told me that there
That's
are
what you
the
meant?
hotels think that people put
Planting?
things. Yeah, planting. So I said, do you think
People
I'm like?
do
He's
things
like, I'm
all
not
the time
talking
for
about
fun.
you. Similarly, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the management. They should have fixed it 11 hours ago.
Hey, Ms. Joy
When you
Wallace.
say that, she can't take it personal. She took it personal when I said
Same
it's
goes
not
for
about
you, sir. You should not be taking it personal. It's not to you. It's to
I
the
take it
hotel.
personal when you tell me, we'll put this can right here.
I said, sir,
I
please
took
put
it
it down
personal.
here.
That's
He
because
was
she did
walking
not
away
want
with
you
it.
to
I
touch
said,
gotta
sir,
understand
She
where
didn't
I'm
want you to
leave the
touch
can.
the can.
He stopped
It's
walking.
not
I
about
said,
you.
Sir, he does not look at. I say that 3 times. Then he's like, well, this is not yours. I'm taking it. I'm like, no, please leave it here. Give it back. Put it back.
Then she
where
being
it was, where it
disingenuous,
was, where it
too.
was curtain, right? So I said, leave it here till you resolve the issue. He's like, this is solving. Does not belong to you. This
Yeah,
is
she
resolving
do.
The issue, and I'm going to like this is the start of it. I said, no, you leave this here till you resolve the issue, and then you can take it. If this has been here for 11 hours.
All right, so this is the end of this particular video. All right, so what do y'all think about this whole situation? Why y'all talking? Give me one moment. I need to take this quick phone. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah. So what do y'all think about this situation overall? Overall, situation pretty crazy, ain't it? But just like I say, me being in the hospitality industry, we deal with guests like this all the time. I used to deal with guests like this all the time, being very argumentative, being very unreasonable, everything. But preferably for this woman to do what she was doing. Come on now. Gabe, what's up with it, bro? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know she could have been up by now. She probably was up the whole time. It was just her. Because like I say, at the end of the day, their accommodation was that they wanted to get a free night stay. That's it. This is what they was looking for. They didn't want no resolve or anything like that, period. They didn't want no type of resolve, period. They didn't want no type of resolve. So yeah, that's the first video. Y'all ready for the next urban real story video? I got another one for y'all too. That's that's gonna be pretty interesting as well too. Got another one for y'all. All right. While I'm queuing up this video, let me give you a little let me give you a little background story of this, okay? All right. So imagine you doing a TikTok video, right? Imagine you doing a TikTok video and you're doing a reaction video of a person who did a prior TikTok video, right? Imagine that, but the TikTok video goes absolutely left. So let me present to y'all the TikTok video from hell that didn't make no entire sense whatsoever.
About women using them for money that they do not possess.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to get this in under 60 seconds. Men talk about their future wealth and gold-digging women like companies advertising perfumes using visual media. What's the greatest barrier to advertising perfume via video? The consumer cannot smell it. Therefore, the advertiser has to create entire brand worlds and environment in which this fragrance exists in order to entice the person to buy it. The same thing happens to wealth in capitalism.
First of all, y'all, first of all. My ladies who are in the chat right now, why in the hell is y'all sister wearing a bonnet? Why? Why? The second part is why did she felt like that she needed to zoom in every single time when she was making a talking point? Then she was zooming in at the wrong time. Every time when she was zooming in, it didn't even make sense to what she was saying. Oh my goodness. The stuff that I run into on social media. But let us continue. And we're gonna hear this gentleman that, where my hand at? We're gonna hear this gentleman rebuttal in a few minutes too.
In order for capitalism to succeed, a very select few people need to be seen succeeding within this system. Therefore, there are a crap ton of people that think of themselves not as currently poor, but as future rich people. Cishet men in particular think that this is their destiny. Essentially, capitalism has helped them form an entire brand world or fantasy in which they are actually rich right now, despite their circumstances telling them that that's not true right now. And it is from the vantage point of this manufactured brand world in which they are looking for a potential partner.
I had no idea what she was talking about. To be honest with you, I didn't even understand the whole initial topic. I don't know. Man, I wish I could cure up that thing that Money Boy got, that she was just using words, because she was exactly just using words. He said a 5, 6, 7. He said a 5, 6, 7 head. With this bonnet. Oh man. He talking about she about to make some muffins. Do you know but what's that what's that thing, Jenny pancakes or whatever? Oh my goodness. And she was dead serious with a talking point too, but I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about. I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about. But I think she's finished, so let's listen to this gentleman rebuttal of the rebuttal.
I'm gonna break this down like a third grader, because I had this mindset for like a good, I want to say,
break it down for
13 days. I was like, I'm not about to get married because nobody's going to divorce me and take half of my money. But then I was like, wait a minute, why would I be in a situation where I'm married to somebody that would divorce me and take half of my money? Why wouldn't I just be a great husband so that she didn't want to divorce me and take half my money? But the mindset was all women were cheaters and liars. So then it goes into the mindset where it's like, wait a minute, if she's just going to cheat on me and lie on me, why would I want her to have half of my things? Half of what things? Half of what things? I don't have anything right now. And I haven't even got to that point. But because I saw so many other people going through so much things and so many other dudes lying about their relationships because they were saying, oh, I was doing all of this great things. Literally, I was doing the bare minimum and she didn't want to stay around for the bare minimum because she told me multiple times she wanted more than the bare minimum. But I did not listen because I assumed what I was giving her was above and beyond, because there were worse people than me out there. And she would rather be alone. She would rather be by herself inside of a world where she isn't wanted by people other than be with me. So that that thought process is like, nah, there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with her. Even though I was not equal to the part that she was telling me she wanted to be with. And then there's people out there saying,
I'm still waiting on him to break it down like a third grader, bro. Oh man, I'll tell you the stuff I find on social media, y'all. The stuff that I find on social media. So, okay, apparently his rebuttal is that if I'm understanding it correctly, his rebuttal is talking about relationships in general, right? But he's personalizing it with himself. He was saying, I guess he's saying, hey, if I was in a relationship, right, I should be the best man that I need to be. I guess that's what he's saying, right? But at the same time, he go back and contradict himself. Y'all should be the best man we be, but now it'll be her fault. But now if it's her fault, then it needs to be my fault. Then why not we just be adults and fix it together? But we're not adults and we fix it together. So why we so check this out. So check this out. We need to do this and we need to do that. Like, bruh. All right. Maybe it'll get clear in a moment, y'all. Let's see.
That the expectations that she has are too high. It's unrealistic, which it's not really that unrealistic because I was looking at my expectations and I was like, they're really low.
He says it's not that realistic, but it's realistic.
They're really low. Like, I legit had such low self-worth. I was looking for the bare minimum. And then with looking for the bare minimum, it's a whole thing. Like, it's a whole thing. You really going through it. With looking for the bare minimum, like legit. If you ask my roommate, the only thing I was looking for inside of a partner was a heartbeat and for her to just be nice to me. That's it. I was looking for anybody that was just genuinely nice to me. There were so many like issues that came from just trying to find somebody that was nice because people can just fake it. People can just fake it, and they'll fake it long enough for you to not need them, but like want them to be around. And then when they change, you start to think, well, maybe I did something wrong. Especially me. I would think that. I was like, maybe I am doing something wrong in this situation. So now I need to change myself so that I can accommodate this person because they were nice to me in the past. Why aren't they nice to me now? And that led me to being stupid used. So the mindset that we have based around relationships are, one, a bunch of them is comparison. Because, bro, abusive dudes have made it so that the bare minimum seemed as if it was so phenomenal. What? You'd be like, bro, I got a job. I don't cheat. I don't know why she would leave me. There's so many people in relationships with people with no jobs that cheat on them. And I'm not doing that. So, but then you go to the fact that, what was it? Some people glorify the body more than anything. So even if that dude cheats on her, if he's putting it on her the right way, it doesn't matter. Even if that girl cheats on him, if she's doing something the right way, it doesn't matter. They're not gonna go to somebody else. It's like, bro, it's so weird. It's such a weird thing, right? I had to learn, what was it? Sex isn't the goal inside of a relationship. That's something I had to learn because for so long, so many people tell you, oh, don't graduate high school a virgin. This right here. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this or you're going to be weird. You know what I'm saying? And then you become weird because you trying to talk to somebody, having a conversation genuinely. And then the only thing you're thinking in the back of my mind, what if I say something wrong and then they don't want to have sex with me? What? What? So then you go into this mindset where you're not going to say anything at all. And being that you don't say anything at all, that person doesn't get to know you, so they don't even like you. And then you go into this mindset that's like, oh, it's because I'm fat or it's because of this. No, it's because you didn't say anything. It's because you didn't talk. It's because you didn't use your words. But you, inside of your head, start to believe, oh, it's because I'm fat. No, fat dudes get played all the time. Oh, it's because I'm ugly. Nope, ugly dudes get played all the time. Why? Confidence, building, all of these things that they're not teaching you because they tell you that you're supposed to go for that one goal, sex. And then you start to believe the sex that you are having is not good. Why? Because of what you're watching. You're like, wow, they're doing this and this person doesn't want to do this. So let me find somebody else that can give me better than this. And then you leave that person, so then that person is sitting like, well, what did I do wrong? Oh, it was because all they wanted was sex, not a genuine connection. So it's like, it's so deep. It's so deep. It's so deep. And over the course
It's not that
of
deep, bro.
the next month or so or somehow, I'm going to break this down for myself. I'm not even going to break it
I
down
was
for y'all.
ready
I'm
to
going to break it
break
down
it
for
down
myself because I got to
5
understand
minutes
this,
ago.
dog. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this and I'm like, we're going down the wrong path. And it's due
I
to
don't
the
know,
fact,
Rush. I
what
don't
was it?
know.
If you're a socially
Apparently
awkward dude, right?
relationships.
You don't have any options. And because you don't have options, your options are your friends. Now, let's flip that. If you're a dude that has his own house, has his own money, has his own things, you have people coming after you, and then you have options. So that means you don't have to deal with a lot of the stuff that people without options have to deal with, because you're like, yo, you know what? I'm just find somebody else, right? And then the thought process of, I do not want this person to leave me because I won't find anything better, or I won't find anything else. And that's how some people hold people in relationships. They'll hit you with the, you'll never find anybody better than me. And then because they're telling you that so often, you're like, you know, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. This person is beating you. This person is physically beating you. This person is physically putting their hands on you and beating you. And you sitting there with this mindset, and then you start to believe it because you start to tell yourself this stuff. So we need to really grow as a society and stop like bro, it starts, it's so much. It's so much. I want to make videos on it, but I also don't want to talk about stuff people don't care about. But I care about it. So I'm going to make videos on it because I care about it. Because I want this growth to happen. Because I am not mentally dealing with this stuff the correct way. And I can see, as a whole, nobody is. We're all just trauma pushing on somebody else. Like, as a group, we're doing that. Like, as a full group, we're just trauma pushing this over here. Hey, little boy, if you're not if you're still a virgin when you graduate high school, something is wrong with you. And then when you go out of that, you're like, dang, something's been wrong with me. And then you start to like, oh, bro, I got a friend that's so sad. This man is so sad. I was sitting inside of a situation and he was...
Hey, man, you rolled in the mud, bro. Somebody looked like he had a conversation with Russ at the bus stop. Russ, you just sit up here to messed up this dude mind, bro. He does conflicted right now.
Like, hey, tell me you don't want to go out with me. He didn't even ask the girl out. He didn't even ask her out. He straight up walked up to her and said, without even starting a conversation, tell me you don't like me because I know you don't. She looked at him and was like, dude, I don't know you. The thought processes, the mindset is so, oh my God, it's ridiculous. But we're gonna get through this. We're gonna work through this. Or I don't care. I'm not even gonna lie. I hope you get through this. I'm going to try my best to get through this, to try to figure this out inside of my head, because we're so messed up. It's ridiculous. And then I remember I was looking up YouTube videos and stuff on how to manipulate. I was like, how do you get a girl that likes you to like you? Bro, leave her alone.
He said he was looking up YouTube videos how to manipulate, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Hold up, bro. These are urban real stories for the internet, all right? This is a true story. All right, this is a true story. I'm like Kevin Samuels. I didn't pay this dude to come up here or nothing like that. These are true stories that I found on the internet. Bro, all you have to do is just talk to an average woman, and you'll find out all you need to know about manipulation. You're not gonna be a master manipulator, but you'll learn a lot about that if you just. Why is he looking like that? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Gabe, the stuff that Urban found on
If
the
she don't
internet.
like you, let it go. Let it go. Just be like, okay, I'll find something else. What sucks is when you live inside of a small town and you can't get out of that small town, stuff is very limited. Stuff is very, very limited. I went to high school. I think I had 48 people in my graduating class. My stuff was limited. I did not have
What's going
a
on with
good
you,
access
Mississippi?
to human beings that could even talk or interact with me how I interacted. So because of that small town, because it might just be the area you live in. Bro, that is a whole thing. That is a whole thing. I was a black dude in a predominantly white area that loved to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, right?
Had to be Mississippi.
None of the girls that were around me were into any of that stuff. So I started to feel like all of the girls in the world were never into any of that stuff. And then I started to mold my reality around that belief that because of my area, I thought it was true. And then guys mold their beliefs around their basic area and then start to go out into the world thinking that those beliefs are true because nobody is telling you the correct thing. And the people that are telling you the correct thing, you believe they're lying to you. You believe that they are lying to you because back when I
What's
didn't
up,
have
PMP?
intercourse, everybody was saying sex is not the goal. You need to be looking for this. And I was like, nope, you can say that because you have had sex before. I don't know what that's like. So I can't say that what you're saying is true. And then when I did it, I realized that what they were saying was true. So I know that people are going to watch this and be like, bro, you were lying to me. No.
No,
But you're going to
no.
find out yourself.
No,
So it's
no.
like, I don't know.
You ain't
Find out
lying.
yourself, or let me try to explain it to you in the most complicated way possible or simple way possible. I don't know. This is just the way my mind works. I'm really going through it right now. I haven't cleaned my room up in a hot minute. And my mom would always tell me girls don't like guys that didn't clear their room. That is not true. That is
Did y'all see his room? Oh my goodness. That's the reason why you have a relationship problems. Did y'all see it? Hold on, I gotta rewind it, bro. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
guys that didn't clear their room. That is not true.
Hold on. Let me try and get back. Y'all see his room? That's the reason why you have relationship problems. Oh, goodness. Gay time I this conversation started with training and coding. Look, PMP, look. Oh my goodness. Then he got his clothes put up like it's a rack. What the? Oh man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, bro. That's why you have a relationship problems. That is it right there. There you have it. Read to solve your issue. It's not just with social awkwardness. It's not just with that. There are a lot of factors here, sir. A lot of factors.
Up in a hot minute, and my mom would always tell me girls don't like guys that didn't clear their room. That is not true. That is not true at all. But girls do stay away from guys that don't clean their room because nobody really wants somebody that doesn't clean their room. But there would be girls out there that would help you clean your room. Never mind. Yes, girls do not like guys that don't have. I don't know.
Which one?
I have
is
no
it?
idea. It's such
Either
a
they
weird
do or they
phenomenon
don't.
because if your body's right and everything else is correct, then they can overlook the fuck out of that. Especially if you're like doing more than a bare minimum, like genuinely caring about what they're saying, generally like, I don't know. I'm going through it. I'm really going through it. But I hope you guys have a great day. Hope to see you tomorrow. Peace.
Oh my God, boy! I tell you. So, what do y'all think about that story? So out of all that rambling that he was talking about, the only thing I got out of it was that he was a socially awkward guy. He was having problems with talking to a woman and getting a woman. That's what I got out of it. And so he decided to do about 11-minute rant talking about that. That's what I got out of it. Right. Right. I agree with that too, bro. I agree with it too. Oh man. Gabe, boy, I tell you. Yeah, he is. He put it, yeah, he put it too much into women. It's not that hard. Right, ladies? Yeah, right, ladies, y'all not that complicated, right? Ladies, y'all not that complicated, right? Other than y'all being master manipulators, but other than that, y'all not that complicated, right? Y'all pretty much easy to figure out through the most part, right? If not, then y'all got my guy here in the ultimate Dulo twist for real, cause he just have not figured out the riddle. All right, so y'all ready for the last video? Once again, I'm gonna be doing this on every Wednesday, y'all. I'm be doing this every Wednesday. Urban's real story from the internet. Where I'm be showing with y'all 3 different stories that I found from the internet. And I'm gonna present it to y'all. Then we're gonna review it and we're gonna give our perspective about it. All right. So y'all ready for story 3? I got story number 3 for y'all. All right. Story number 3. Now, story number 3. Story number 3 is going to be it's going to be one of these tough topics. Story number 3 is going to be one of these tough topics, all right? And I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm not going to be laughing and joking around on this one. We're going to be kind of serious on this one, all right? Because it's pretty interesting, all right? And I'm going to share it with y'all in a few seconds. He says his room look like a crime scene. Oh, man. Okay, for sure. Appreciate it. Talk about he look like he used sea breeze. All right, so I'm gonna get story number 3 ready for y'all. Now, once again, story number 3 is gonna be different from the first 2 I presented to y'all. All right, it's gonna be a little bit more on the serious side. Okay. All right, so do this. And let's start story number 3, the last story. All right. And this one is short, all right, but it's a very interesting story. And I'm very, very eager to hear y'all perspective about this, all right?
At the time I was seeing this guy, almost a year into our relationship, he began to be unfaithful. The girl my boyfriend was cheating on me with, she became a living nightmare. She would always come to my house when she knew me and him was together. He was just playing the middleman. He was telling her one thing, telling me one thing, and I just got fed up with it after a while. Me and him had kind of drifted apart. It was Halloween 2020. I had a party to go to at the end of the day. I had a nice, pretty costume. I picked up my best friend and we headed out to the party. I came home and I decided just to chill out on the couch and watch some television. And then I got a phone call from the girl. I answered, and it was her in the bed with him. She threw his phone that night and seen that me and him were together the day prior. She was very upset. I said, you can have him. He's clearly there with you. Good luck. So I hung up the phone and she called me back. She said, I'll come shoot up your windows. I just wrote it off as fight talk. I started to get ready to go to bed. My boyfriend at the time, he had this old van, has this like loud motor. I hear the motor of his van, so I look out the windows and it was his van, and I see someone in all black come out the car. I just immediately ran outside, and as I'm walking up, I'm realizing it's the girl. I asked her, what was she doing here? She pulls out the gun, and I just froze. I just knew she was going to kill me at that moment. She immediately just started shooting. The first 3 shots, she hit my stomach. It just felt like the wind got knocked out of my body. Felt like I was in a room of fire. I was face down on the ground, and she still continued with the wind to shoot me in my back and in my legs. And I'm just screaming for help. My neighbor on the top floor, I hear her scream out her window, stop, leave her alone. I called the police. She's just saying, die, die. And that moment, I just said, okay, Nicole, you gotta stop screaming. You have to play dead, because she's not gonna leave until she thinks you're dead. Eventually, she ran off to the car. My neighbor, she was down like in 2 seconds. She started to hold my hand, and I'm drenched in blood. I remember hearing the sirens coming. The ambulance, they rushed me off to the hospital. When I'm in the hospital, I can feel just 1,000 people surrounding me, and they're counting. I'm not understanding what they're counting. I was put into a medically induced coma. I woke up 4 days later, and I realized that they were counting my gunshot wounds. When I woke up, they told me that I had been shot 17 times. I got shot multiple times in my legs. I couldn't even feel them when I woke up. Willing to shoot me in my back. Time seeing my mom after getting shot was on a tablet. I couldn't see her. It was COVID. I just remember her telling me, you fight, you be strong, you're gonna live through this. They told me that I probably wouldn't be walking, but I was walking in rehab within 3 weeks.
Very good.
I do walk with a walker. I'm kind of slower than I used to be.
Man, every single time when I try to be serious, you always mess it up. You always mess it up. You and Gabe and PMP, y'all always be messing stuff up. I told y'all this is a serious moment. Jeez Louise, boy, I tell y'all. Boy, I tell y'all, y'all is something else. Let me finish this video so we can so we can review this.
I went through a deep depression after being shot, having suicidal thoughts every day. I lived through 17 bullets and I still didn't want to be here because the pain was just so unbearable. I didn't recognize myself anymore. Relying on people for transportation and to do things for me was just miserable. I do still have my days, but I'm dealing with it better. I was able to give the police her name while I was in the hospital, so they had her in custody within the next hour. I'm seeing my mom. She's been in county jail awaiting her trial. She actually stole my boyfriend's van while he was asleep that night. He was very apologetic and he felt bad. But once he was assured that I was alive and well, he kind of went back to his old ways. I don't hate her. I went through a long process of why me? Why did this have to happen to me? It's my story, and I survived it. I just feel like guns are so unnecessary. It's so easy to get a gun off the street. I just want to help other people just to put the guns down and stop the violence. It's not worth it. This is my survivor story. What's yours?
Okay, y'all. Oh, goodness. This girl got shot 17 times over a nothing dude, over a dude who was cheating on her with another woman. and it was the other woman who shot her 17 times. And you mean to tell me that throughout that whole entire ordeal that you went through, right? Your main take that you got out of this was to stop the violence. To stop the violence. Not stop picking these nothing dudes, but to stop the violence. Y'all make it make sense to me. That's what she said, right? I just want y'all to be aware of that, you need to stop the violence. We need to stop shooting each other. Instead of her being held accountable for dealing and dating these nothing dudes. Instead of putting that dude accountable just like the girl. Holding him to accountability. But we need to stop the violence. All this black on black crime need to stop. All this black on black crime need to stop. No, ma'am, you need to reevaluate yourself. You need to hold not only yourself accountable, but also that dude accountable too. That nothing dude that you decide to give a chance. You decide to give this dude a chance. You decide to allow this dude to be a part of your life, part of your space. And he violated that by cheating on you. He violated that by not only that, he violated that by sitting up here talking about you to this other girl. He violated that by allowing this other girl to do what she did to you. That's accountability. It's not no stop the violence, stop the bloodshed type thing in this situation. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's just not. Miss Evolving Butterfly, hey, welcome to the show. Appreciate you tuning in. Exactly. And I agree. Because at the end of the day, it's an accountability moment on our parts. So I'm hoping that the message that she was portraying on this video, I'm hoping that not only she was portraying that message or apparently violence, but I'm also hoping that the message that she's portraying too is that she should hold herself to a higher accountability. She should know her own personal self-worth. Don't be dating these nothing dudes. Learn how to vet the correct dude that needs to come into your space that's going to bring value to you. Not you trying to invest into them and they're not reciprocating not one bit. Then they have the audacity to try to cheat on you too. No. No. That's the message that I'm hoping that she need to portray. A matter of fact, that's the message that me, Urban, that's the message that I'm portraying on this video, is that we need to be held to a higher accountability, period. It's important for us to vet out the people that we want to be in our personal space, whether it's intimately, whether it's spiritually, whether it's business-wise, wherever the case may be. We need to vet out these people and make sure that they have the best interests for us, period. If not, let them go. Let them go. And it's just that simple. Just let them go. And yes, everybody, just like what Ms. K said, please thumbs up the video. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a whole lot. Thank you. Gabe. Stop it. I'll see you and your smart comments up there. Stop it. Told you I'm trying to be serious right now. But yeah, everybody. So them were my 3 videos that I want to share with y'all. Just like I say, I'm going to be doing this on shows every Wednesday. Urban's real story from the internet, because trust me, I got a whole lot more stories than that I want to share with y'all. But I'm starting doing it every single Wednesday, showing these stories. And just like I stated at the beginning of my show, well, when I started off on social media, I started off on Facebook, and I used to do these type of videos where I used to do reaction videos all the time. So I'm going to incorporate that into one of my shows now on Wednesdays, where I'm doing an actual live reaction of the videos now every Wednesday. And just like I stated also earlier, is that now I have a goal now. My goal for 2022 as me being a content creator is for me to put out a video, for me to put out at least one video a day. At least one video a day. That is my goal as a content creator. So I'm pushing to strive for that goal. I'm pushing to strive for that. So the YouTube algorithm could pick me up more and more and more. So y'all be alerted when I go on live more and more and more. So that's my goal. That's my goal that I'm doing right now. Second out straight out the hospital. Oh, appreciate it, Miss K. Appreciate it. So I think it's gonna be a good concept. Like I say, I got plenty of videos. Cause I got on plenty of videos. It be people that be messaging me on Facebook, sending me videos. Or I just see videos either on Facebook, or I see videos on Instagram, or I see videos on TikTok too, as well. So yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do every single Wednesday. I'm showing y'all these real stories from the internet to y'all, so we can have a concept. All right. So I appreciate that. Gabe, what? Your goal is to be canceled. You haven't even started yet. How you gonna get canceled? You haven't even started. Okay, for sure. Cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Once again, I appreciate y'all tuning into the show today. Don't forget to thumbs up or thumbs down, wherever you want to do. It's fine by me. If y'all able to share it on your community wall, by all means, share it on your community wall as well. Appreciate that as well too. Then another thing too. I don't know if y'all been noticed. I don't know if y'all been noticing, but for the past couple of days, I've been extremely busy, like work wise, extremely busy. Me being a social worker, we got all this work coming in, and so where we're trying to get our client service and stuff at a reasonable time. So now they got us working mandatory overtime, where we are required to work 20 hours for this month total, 20 hours overtime total for this month. So we've been working, we've been pushing. So I've been working, and by the time I get off, I'll be extremely tired, and I don't feel like being on social media. But even then, I'm still going to push for my goals, to push out my videos like I say I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best to do it, but I just been really tired. Even throughout the day. Normally throughout the day, I either be liking, videos that y'all put out or comment on it, whatever. But I just been extremely busy, where I really didn't have time to really do that. So, but yeah, that's the reason why you haven't been seeing me. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like that tomorrow. Actually, it's gonna be like that for the rest of the month. So, yeah. Other than that, once again, y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I always, y'all continue to fight fate with faith, and I will see y'all on the next episode.